If you are a stickler for quality audio and have a keen ear for sound, this just may not be the episode for you. I'm recording this on the fly, just on my phone, but I really do believe that I need to make this episode for a reason, just to push somebody out there, to inspire someone out there. So that's why I'm still doing this. Hey guys, so thank you for tuning into this week 5-Minute Friday. I'm going to be quite honest with you. This whole 5-Minute Friday thing is a new segment of the podcast. And I really enjoy these short little clip segments that are just, packed with inspiration and practical tips and things like that. But it's still new and I'm still getting used to my workflow for it. Therefore, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be quite honest. I consider you guys my friends and family in the audience. I have not prepared a brand new 5-Minute Friday for this week. In fact, I'm on the road. I'm actually in a hotel right now in Kansas City, Missouri. And I am currently sitting here reflecting on what just occurred in my life. And I think this is just a timely moment to talk about this because it really just happened to me. So I sing in a choir, if you didn't know, called the Aeolians of Oakwood University. It's a choral ensemble that travels the world, singing different genres of music from gospel to classical, Baroque, Renaissance, contemporary, literally everything. And we've had the blessing and privilege to win golds at the World Choir Games for the past couple of years, win Choir of the World in 2017, win 3 gold medals in the World Choir Games in 2018, and currently just performed at the ACDA Nationals Conference here in Kansas City, Missouri, which is a super big deal because not that many choirs get to be featured at this very elite event. And we honestly just kind of made history. And I say that because we are an African American choir. Our choir comes from a historically black university, college and university. And never before has an HBCU been selected for the ACDA Nationals Conference. So just simply by us being auditioning and being selected by a blind audition for this event was a huge milestone for the African American community. And it's great that this actually happened on the last day of Black History Month. I know you guys will be listening to this on the 1st of March, but in real time, this is how it happened. And we honestly gave so much and been preparing for the past 6 to 7 months for this event. Days, hours of personal time that we could have been using to do something else, something that could have even been productive and good. We spent practicing this material and going over things. And the reward that we just felt when performing this, we had 2 standing ovations, and we literally could not get off the stage because people were so blown away by our performance. And it really just sunk into me that preparation for something is just so important. And in this episode, I just really want to inspire those who are preparing for something in their lives that they haven't quite seen yet. And I know there's so many people, including myself, I'm on that road with you guys. If you're listening to this and you feel that way, we were doing things preparing for this event that literally made no sense. Things weren't adding up. We weren't even saying words. We weren't saying notes. It really was seeming like we were so far away from our goal. And to come here now, full circle, and hear what just occurred and how all our hard work and commitment and sacrifice just paid off. The feeling you get when that happens is really, it's just a feeling like no other, honestly. And if you're in that period where you can't really see the end, I just encourage you to keep pushing and go one day at a time. Just put one foot in front of the other and keep pushing toward that ultimate goal you have. And when you get there, which I know you will, if you're diligent, you're going to get there. The reward and the sheer joy that you feel from accomplishing that goal is so worth it. Don't be discouraged. Don't beat up on yourself. We could often be our worst critic. And even though we don't quite see the growth that we have, we are growing. It's like somebody working out in the gym for 3 months or 2 months or however long it is, and then looking at themselves in the mirror saying, I'm not seeing any results. But one day someone's going to walk by and be like, hey man, have you been working out? And if that's ever happened to you, you know how good that feels, because you could say that someone else has noticed the hard work that you've been putting in. It's going to happen even if you can't see it yet. And in episode, I believe it was 20, I sat down with Dr. Jason Max Ferdinand, who's actually coincidentally the director for this great ensemble. And he was talking about preparation. And I'm going to include a few clips from that because I just think it was so timely for this message, that the things that he said. In fact, part of what he says is actually on the intro to this podcast. It's not going to hear it on this 5 Minute Friday, but if you listen to the weekly Tuesday episodes, you've heard it before.
Part of execution is totally believing whatever you're doing is going to work. Like, I'm not even thinking about, this may not work. Like, you got to go in bold. The minute you start second guessing yourself, that's the first step of failure for your plan. Then you're saying you're not really trusting what you prepared.
As far as me planning, sometimes I feel like, let's say with I'm just going to use an example with my bass practicing. I've tried this so many times. Like, okay, I'm going to practice 3 hours a day at this time, but it just doesn't. I can't sustain it no matter how hard I try. And sometimes I feel like practicing for 3 hours, and other times I can only practice for 5 minutes.
Right. But the key thing is that if your goal is to get 3, you got to figure out how to get a 3 in. So the 3 in might be, today I might do an hour in the morning, an hour later on. Or then tomorrow I might be so pumped I'll do all 3 hours all back to back. And that's how I kind of am. And it just depends. Life is so busy now. Sometimes I just can't have the same schedule every Monday. Every Monday is different for me. Every Tuesday is different. So it kind of goes on my daily schedule too. But the key thing is to get whatever that total time is.
Okay. So it's like basically having that goal there.
Yeah.
How you get to there, it doesn't really matter.
It may vary, right?
It may vary.
Now, again, some people, the variance thing throws them off. They have to do it at the same time every day, the same way every day. That doesn't bother me. What I need to do is always be sure I'm getting the total time in. I might break it up in 30-minute slots today. Tomorrow I might be totally free, so I could do all 3 hours back to back. The next day I might have to split it up 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. But the key thing is to get the time in.
Right. I hope you enjoyed this 5 Minute Friday. It's not, boom, boom, boom tips or things that are just really put together like how I want them to be. But I hope that this episode inspired someone. Don't give up when you're in the preparation process, because that goal that you're going to achieve in the end, that ultimate vision that you have that you're trying to build right now, when it comes to fruition, you're going to say it's definitely been worth it. Don't give up on your plan. Just like Dr. Ferdinand said, you have to believe in your plan. If you don't believe in it, no one else will believe in it either. And if you don't believe in it, then you're not going to execute it properly, and you won't reach that vision that you had. Or it's going to take you a lot longer to get there than it really needs to. So have faith in your plan. I inspire you and admonish you to just keep pushing forward in your preparation process. And I can't wait for that moment when you can share with me, wow, my dream actually just came to fruition. It just turned into reality. That vision that I was building towards all this time just came to pass. I just hope that happens in your life. I know it will if you just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. And I will see you or talk to you on Tuesday with a brand new interview. So, peace.